My video for June the 17th, 2019 is video number 3119. The title is Repeating Lies or Simply Wishful Thinking. I continue to make daily videos because it gives me a sense of purpose. It's my mission to play whatever role I can in bringing the kingdom of heaven to earth. The idea that everything is just an illusion, that the 3D world is not real, devastates me emotionally. I have to ask myself, if it's all an illusion, why the hell am I here? Why was I even born? I despise the system we call the world, or simply the way it is. Everything is mixed with lies, although we are also given promises that allow us to hope for something better. Unfortunately, even the promises end up just feeding our wishful thinking. Few have the ability to discern or the patience to even attempt sifting through all the confusion. I've reached a place in my thinking that nothing is real until it actually happens. This is true of the RV, currency revaluation, and many other expectations of a better world. Ah, the impasse. Ever since I read John Pinella's second book that was recommended to me by my friend Steve, I have been in the doldrums because he goes to great lengths to say that the physical world is just an illusion and fulfillment's going to come in the next world. At least that's what I'm getting out of it. In all the words that he uses, there's a lot more to it than just that. But that's my bottom line of what's coming through. And it just absolutely makes me doubt my purpose for being. Will I ever be able to actually see heaven on earth? Will I actually be able to see the golden age established on this planet where humans cooperate with each other, when there's not a tremendous disparity between the extremely wealthy and everyone else? I mean, the extremely wealthy probably make up 0.01% of the total population of the world. I watched a video that showed how many people on the planet earn less than $2 a day, while the elite make millions of dollars an hour. I mean, there is such a disparity between the rich and the poor. The United States and the Western Europe are the rare exceptions. And the elite are trying to level the playing field, but not by themselves having less and sharing, but by bringing everyone else down to the standard of the third world, so to speak. And it's insanity to me. It's insanity to me that a loving God would allow this to go on for even a decade or a century. But eons, I mean, we're talking multiple millennia, not just a single 1,000-year period, but many 1,000-year periods in a row. And it's absolutely crazy to me and disheartening. I mean, no, I'm not suicidal. I don't intend to kill myself, but I ask God, why? Why do you allow this to go on and on and on? How can you justify the inequities? How can you justify the violence of the rich against the poor? And the rich make money by creating division, not by bringing people together. The objective is never to bring people together, but to section us off into warring camps that don't talk to each other, that don't trust each other, that are incapable obviously, of loving one another, which means the prime directive to love one another, even our enemies, is impossible because there's such a gulf between the haves and the have-nots, between the dreamers and the visionaries, and the realists who create the reality of a world that's insane. And that's the reality of the world. It is absolutely insane. I'm actually recording this video on Father's Day. And I went back and looked at some of my relatives' Facebook pages and stuff like that. And of course, my brother Tim, he gets Father's Day and his birthday both in the same week. And of course, he died. He was killed as a missionary. He gave his heart to the Lord, became a missionary, and took his family to Latin America to work with the Native Americans, and ended up being captured and killed. Why? Why? Why is there so much violence? Why is there so much injustice? Well, we don't know who we are is one of the reasons. And we've been lied to all of our lives. And I'm a dreamer. Yes, I'm a visionary. I've thought that my purpose was to bring, not to die and go to heaven, but to bring heaven to earth, to manifest it here. And they said, and I'm told, well, you've got to believe it before you'll see it. That's bullshit. Pure and simple. That's bullshit. We're supposed to believe something is real before we experience it. Well, I used to buy that propaganda, but it never brought me except just fleeting times of peace. I still struggle, tremendously struggle, trying to make sense out of something that is nonsense. There is no sense in the world the way it is. There is no sense that a loving God allows a fallen angel or a family of fallen angels. Let us make man in our image. And that's not God speaking. That's the Luciferians, the devils speaking. The fake gods, the pretend gods, the fallen angel. Angels. I need to put that S on the end of it because it's not just one. There's a whole family of these demons that have run roughshod on planet Earth for a very, very, very long time. And they have worked by deception, and they have created war after war after war because that's profitable to them. When are we going to have a real awakening? And why is it that when I make videos every day, I hardly get any views relative to how many I used to get? I mean, I used to get 1,000 or more views on every video, and sometimes a lot more. Now I rarely get 200. And not only that, my friends say, what happened? Well, I used to get paid. I used to actually get money for people watching my videos. And then all of a sudden, they stopped sending me the check every other month that I was getting regularly. And they, not me, they demonetized my channel. And so I just went along. Nothing's monetized. It hasn't been for a long time because the system is broke. Facebook and YouTube are my methods of getting word out, but they have limited me because they don't obey the law that was passed by the United Nations, which I made a video on just recently, and I think that's the current one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. In any case, folks, I'm frustrated, and I'd like to get answers to the questions I've been asking God for a long time. Thank you for listening, and namaste.